Ving Rhames does not play a cobra named Bubbles in this movie. Is this egregious? Is this a missed opportunity? You decide. Welcome to the channel, you future satisfied customers of Universal Dynamics. One of my most anticipated movies of this year was DreamWorks' The Wild Robot, directed by Chris Sanders and starring Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, and Kit Connor. The Wild Robot is based off a book series by Peter Brown. Rosm 7134, or Roz for short, is a helper robot that has crashed on an island after a typhoon blows her off course. She takes on her new environment, trying to find tasks to complete, and soon becomes the motherly figure to an orphan baby goose she names Brightbill. Roz learns to coexist with her new environment and with the animal community as she prepares Brightbill for the winter migration. The first trailer came out for this movie in March, and I was instantly won over. I thought the animation looked beautiful. There was no dialogue in it. I was so impressed that DreamWorks might be going in a direction similar to WALL-E. They were gonna take a big swing with their next animated movie. Then they released the second trailer and animals were talking. My excitement deflated a little bit, but if there was one thing that was going to hold my anticipation for this movie, it was this guy, director Chris Sanders. He's the one that brought us the first How to Train Your Dragon, and more importantly to me, Lilo and Stitch. He also did The Croods, but I haven't seen The Croods. But he has a way of crafting these stories that can be multi-layered and heartwarming, and just looking at these other films, there's a through line of found family and community, and this movie is full of all those things he has delivered to us in the past. So first off, the score soars. I love it. It's so empowering. Second off, the animation is so stunning. So much beautiful fall colors. The fluidity of the movements of Roz and how she mimics the animals in the environment. The crab and the deer in the trailer were enough to win me over. The animation is backed by a great voice cast. Yeah, I eventually got over the fact that the animals were talking. Shut up. Lupita Nyong'o is great, per usual, and the fact that she is able to impart emotion into a robotic voice so seamlessly, she's one of the best actors of our generation. Pedro Pascal plays a fox named Fink, and honestly, he disappears into this role. I would not have known it was him had his name not come up in the credits. All of the rest of the supporting cast is great. No complaints, except for Ving Rhames not playing a cobra named Bubbles.
I don't think so.
The whole movie is so wholesome, so sweet it gave me a toothache. And it's so layered. I'm impressed that the team was able to fit so much into this movie. The big theme, of course, is parenthood. Roz has adopted Brightbill, and they form a tight bond in the film. But more specifically, it's about raising a child with disability. Brightbill was the runt of the nest, so the odds are against him already. He's teased for this. He's teased because his mother is a robot and he's mimicking her mannerisms. But it's also so heartwarming to see Roz take over with her motherly instincts and override her directive and programming. Roz was never programmed to live in the wild. She learns the language of the animals. She learns that her programming still does not fit the wild, and when Roz comes across Brightbill, that's when the objective ultimately changes. And Roz overrides her programming because her task has become more of a purpose. This is also a post-apocalyptic movie. It's a climate change movie. I did not know this walking in.
I speak for the trees.
The world seems to have flooded and the cities are underwater. There are crazy weather patterns, from an intense winter storm to tsunami waves to the typhoon that Roz gets stranded by in the beginning of the movie. Humans are growing food in greenhouse facilities, and the climax is literally caused by man's impact on the environment. There's a subtlety to this theme, and it's not apparent at first, but it builds up into the climax, and it's very, very well done. It feels urgent without feeling preachy. The last thing I do want to hit on is this sense of community. The movie really wants to hit home to this theme of cooperation from all the animals to thrive as a society. In theory, this is a great theme to teach the kids. But this is also the wild, where the food chain exists. Circle of life, anybody?
Yeah. What mook made that up?
The movie does not shy away from this either. The movie has a body count. Animals are being eaten and torn apart and killed. All I'm saying is don't get attached to any cute, cuddly animals. Catherine O'Hara is a mother possum, and she delivers the darkest line I've ever heard in a family movie in quite some time. And she brushes it off just because this is nature. This is the environment that we are thrust in. This is a PG movie where I would take strong consideration to what PG means: parental guidance. Some kids are going to get scared from this. Yeah, overall, the society functioning theme, it's well intentioned, but it does leave some questions as to how this island is going to function moving forward. I do have some more critiques. The beginning of the film is a little clunky. The pacing feels a bit off because we are thrust right into the action. We open with Roz being activated by the otters from the trailer, and it takes a minute for the movie to find its footing and slow down some. The humor is great, but it's nothing to bring the house down apart from Catherine O'Hara's one joke. Also, they do title drop the movie The Wild Robot, and it gave me a little pause, I'm not gonna lie.
I am a wild robot.
I am a wild robot gives off the same energy as
I am a Stegosaurus!
I do think overall I went in with expectations a little bit too high. I knew I would enjoy this movie, and I very much did, but I did not get as emotional as I was expecting to. But to answer the question in the thumbnail, do I think this is the best animated feature of the year so far? I do think this is my current frontrunner, pending a rewatch of Inside Out 2. My other two animated films that I've seen this year that are above Inside Out 2, below The Wild Robot right now, came out in 2023: Robot Dreams and The Peasants. Please search those two out if you haven't. They're international animated films and they really do deserve more attention. But overall, guys, this is a win. A big win for DreamWorks. No doubt The Wild Robot will be a household staple for years to come. This is a book series, and the ending is a layup for a potential sequel. I can't wait to see Chris Sanders direct his next feature, and I can't wait to see the next installment of The Wild Robot. I give The Wild Robot a strong 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you for watching. My name is Kyle, and I'm still learning to fall in love with cinema. If you want to be a part of that journey with more reviews, rankings, and deep dives, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell, and follow me on Letterboxd. Have you seen The Wild Robot? Is this in your top DreamWorks movies now? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, and until next time, that's a wrap.